say you want some more. I said, welcome to the mic check show. I said, welcome to the mic check show. I said, welcome to the mic check show.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Knowledge Suave, also known as ShantiDaGoat.
It's your boy SimbaTheSpeaker, also known as the Nigerian Prince, also known as Mr. You Diggs.
And today we have a very special guest today. Please introduce yourself.
Hi guys, it's your girl Mel.
Oh, that was nice. That was nice as fuck. I didn't even expect that. Nice. Thank you for coming. Nice to have you here. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about yourself, about where you grew up, some of your hobbies. Put us on.
Well, my name is Morel. I'm from Miami, but born in Miami and raised in Broward. So I have a little bit of both in me.
Which one you rap?
I don't rap name.
Oh!
I'm an individual.
I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got family and friends on both sides. It's all love.
Facts.
But I'm Haitian. Shout out to my Zoes. A couple hobbies is I love to paint, go to the beach, read. I love shopping. God, it's like the favorite thing in the world.
Facts.
And honestly, hustling. I love making money, making connections, making friends, and continuing to focus on whatever I have to do.
Facts. I love to hear that. So I actually want to bring this up, right? Because so we seen you, we met you. I think was it backstage of the Colin concert?
Coileray and
7th Street.
Yeah.
Shout out to 7th. She was real dope too. The FAU bonfire. And we seen you strategically placed. We peeped the content. We peeped the grand. Shout out to OG that connected us. And we noticed, like, you really be doing your thing. You really be moving here. So tell us about that. I know you're trying to, so you're inspiring to be a lawyer, if I'm correct, right?
Yes.
So tell us about that journey, how that's going.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, I want to become a judge.
Okay.
But I am going to become an attorney first.
Okay, nice.
I've always wanted to become a lawyer since I was in elementary school. My mom said when I was 3 years old, I told her I wanted to become a judge, which I took that as God telling her that that's what she had to help me pursue in life. I grew up in a single-family home, so my mom and God's relationship is very, very strong. So she has very good discernment, clarity, and she's constantly praying. So when she told me that, I already said, yeah, I know that's exactly what I need to do. That's my purpose. In elementary school, 4th grade, we were watching a Jim Crow's movie. And that's when I knew that I wanted to become an attorney because I was the only one paying attention in class. So when I brought that up to my mom, I guess that was her moment to, like, feel like it was time. And then she sat me down, told me that story when I was 3. And since then, she's been helping me on my journey to where I'm at today.
Shout out to Ma Duke.
Shout out to Mommy.
For sure.
So how did you end up at FAU?
I got accepted.
So let me take it back. Right. So in high school, before you actually applied to FAU, and were there other schools that you applied to as well, or was it FAU was like, oh, I really want to go to FAU?
So actually, my sophomore year, I left high school. I did not like high school. I didn't want to drop out though. So instead, I got a 4.0 GPA and did dual enrollment. So I got out of high school, but instead of dropping out, I just started college really early. So I graduated my high school with 27 college credits. So I was very close to getting my AA. FAU was closest to home. I really wanted to go to Tallahassee, but I was young, and my mom just was like, no.
She was like, nah.
We're not doing that. You know, so lady, we not leaving yet. So I decided to go to FAU, and it's honestly been a really good decision. Being close to home, of course, the connections, the professors there are, like, phenomenal. All my professors, like, right now are either politicians, attorneys. They used to work in the public defender office. So it's so many connections within my school, and I'm really grateful for being there.
So when I first saw you from the corner of my eye, actually. I think Coileray was on stage, and I saw you, like, reach out to someone and tap somebody. What were you doing? And what was your strategy like?
I love knowledge.
I was focusing on Coy, but I was like, somebody's reaching over my shoulder to tap. I'm like, bro,
that's our strategy guy there, man.
So, yeah. What were you doing?
I was networking. I came to that concert for business.
Facts.
Everybody, you know, like, everyone goes to a concert to enjoy it. Everyone goes to listen to the music, but they have a consumer mindset. They buy a ticket and they go for the entertainment. I went for business. I said, I'm going to meet Coileray tonight. So I put my best fit on, went to the front, made sure that I basically was noticeable, and everybody that was walking past were either athletes or people within the entertainment industry. So everyone that passed, I tapped them, introduced myself, gave them my Instagram, my law page. Y'all follow Colin Court, and that's what I was doing the whole night.
So what is your tactic? Do you want to like put your face in front of them so that when you do finally become an attorney, they'll reach back out to you? So like, what is your kind of game plan?
The truth, I'm doing whatever God tells me. Right now, I feel like my eyes are closed and my ears are open. He tells me to go somewhere, I go. He tells me to talk to someone, I just talk to them. I don't have any intentions other than just building genuine connections,
shooting your
making
shot.
friendships, you know, because in the future, it's really not what you know, it's who you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, when I do become an attorney, why not already have, like, a roster?
Facts.
People who can say, oh, I know Mel, she's bomb. Like, I'm going to be the best.
Facts.
I already know that.
Facts.
So why not have me on your team?
But I see smiling talk. That's that passion. I love to hear that. But what gave you? Cause that's a good question, actually, right? What gave you the confidence to be able to do that? Because networking is not easy for everybody. So how did you, I guess, build or gain that confidence?
Truthfully, I put myself out there. One thing that I do a lot, I go to these events with the mindset of determination. I go to these events knowing that I'm going to win. I tell myself every day I'm going to win. I pray every single day. And I honestly just allow God to move my feet. But what built my confidence, though, putting myself in uncomfortable situations. The only way you're going to grow is if you put yourself in those situations, because if you don't speak, you're going to miss your opportunity. My first time, though, I was a little shaky, and this was back in 2019. I actually did Forex once upon a time.
Nice.
So that experience.
Why'd you smile? No. Let's expand on that. So how was that experience doing Forex?
Forex, first and foremost, there's a lot of rumors about Forex saying it's fake and it's a scam, da-da-da. I'm just going to clear the air. The foreign exchange market is real. You can really trade
Facts.
money. It's the industry. It's basically like knowing how to trade stocks and then creating a company teaching people how to trade stocks. That's
Fact.
what the Forex industry was.
Yeah.
But my personal experience, I actually learned a lot from the company. I learned about entrepreneurship. I learned how to talk. I learned how to create a pitch in like 2 minutes. I learned leadership skills. I learned like how to actually build a team. I was a Platinum 5000. So I had in my original organization over 1,500 mentees across the world. So I would travel, network, you know, we had big events. I was able to speak in front of 500 plus people once upon a time. So it taught me, like, you know, it gave me what I needed. I think that's why God put me in that era, so I can get that confidence, learn how to actually speak, build my communication skills, and what I'm doing now, like, everything is like strategically planned.
Facts. So I want to ask another question, and I'll ask and clear the air, right? So I'll say you can, as you can see, you're well put together. You have that prettiness to you, right? Is that like, does that become a hinder sometimes when you're trying to network with people? If so, like, how do you navigate that?
You gotta be a boss.
Okay, facts.
You gotta know you look good, but don't let that distract you.
Facts.
People could look at me, they could say I'm pretty. They may even just get my contact information just for the intent of trying to get to know me, but I stand on business every single time.
It is.
And that's just what it is.
Facts.
So.
Nice.
So does it help you out when you're trying to reach out to like celebrities and stuff? Like, for example, how did you end up running into Kodak after that? After the game?
So I didn't run into him after the game. I met him at the game. And we networked at the game, but we talked about politics and, you know, doing more business together, and we ended up taking a picture.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, you put yourself in very strategic places, because like when we saw you after the Coil Ray event, I'm like, is that this? I know that's not the same girl. I'm like, she's not about to, she's not about to steal our interview. No, but I went over there. I'm like, damn, she's a shark. And that's when I said it to him. At first, I'm like, damn, she's a shark. She's good. She's good. And then shout out to OG for taking us over there.
No lie, I am a shark. I know I am. It's because I know what I want. I have clarity. I have discernment, and I'm gonna get what I want. I'm the only one who could do it.
For other young women that will watch this episode, like, I guess on a transparent level, what are some of the barriers that you face when, I guess, trying to be a shark, trying to be you, trying to network?
Ask that question a different
No
way.
problem. Nah, no problem. You know, when I see you look at me, I'm like, damn, I probably should say something. So, no, but what
just elaborate real quick.
No problem. What are just some obstacles that you face when you're just kind of trying to network and kind of be a shark, if that makes sense? I don't know, maybe some obstacles, maybe, for example, so when we try to network, some obstacles may be like, maybe security doesn't want us in the building, so we have to maybe try to talk to the manager, or maybe we have to network with somebody else to actually be able to even get to the main person. But yeah.
The only obstacle for my ladies and even men that I can say that I've personally experienced is my surroundings. Be careful who you surround yourself around, because they can pull you down.
Facts.
If you know who you are, if you know what you want to do, if you have a bright future ahead of you, you can't surround yourself around people who are not on the same level as you.
Facts.
You can have those acquaintances and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. You don't judge people for what they go through or anything. But
Facts.
It's just when you're trying to get somewhere, you got to make sure that your tight circle are people who celebrate you, uplift you, and make sure that they're also pursuing as well. It's very important to surround yourself around people who have the same mindset as you are. Even just people of God. That's the number one thing. So just that's my best advice. Just make sure you keep your circle. I don't even want to say small, because it can be big, but just make sure it's the right people in your circle. And that, of course, that takes discernment. You have to pray over your people all the time. You got to make sure that you remove the snakes, removing people who don't have good intentions for you. And once God removes those people, you take that with understanding, knowledge, and wisdom, and you continue to move forward. Me, you can see I go to these events a lot by myself. The reason why is because I know what I want, and I'm an alpha woman.
Ooh, you read my funny. You know what's so crazy? That was about to be my next question.
Really?
That was about to be my next question, because a lot of times they say like we'll say like boss chicks or even entrepreneur chicks, and correct me if I'm wrong. They say a lot of times like that y'all more like on the alpha male scale. And then, sometimes you have the man that says, like, they're looking for that feminine side.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm very feminine to my man.
Boom, talk to us. Thank you to my man.
I know how to take care of my man for sure. But when it comes to my business,
yeah,
I have to be in control of that.
Okay, I understand that.
Yeah.
Can you cook if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I definitely know how to cook.
What's that one dish you put that you throwing down that you know he gonna love?
Yellow rice with some corn on the cob, and I grill it a little bit, and I put my salt and pepper, with the butter on top. Put it in there, boil it. Sweet plantains, either barbecue chicken, jerk chicken, or sometimes salmon and some broccoli.
Nice.
So what does the future look like to you? Let's say when you do become a judge and then you have your husband at home, do you want to work, or do you want to be a full-time judge? Like, what does the ideal situation look like for you?
I'm going to be in a mansion doing Pilates at 3 o'clock with 7 kids and a poodle.
Shout out to the poodle.
That's literally it. Like, just waking up on my balcony. I'm going to have a pet tiger, too. So, like...
Type shit.
His name is going to be Legend. I already have the name. So,
nice.
That's my life. I'm going to just be living a very soft life.
Do you want to work at that time, or do you want to stay at home with your kids? How does that look like?
I want to be I don't want to say a housewife, but I want to be home with my children.
Nice.
Wow, I was not expecting that answer.
Me either.
I'm a nurturer.
Nice.
One.
I love to
2,
hear that.
I believe that I'm the only one who can take care of my kids for real. 3, their kids need their parents. I can work, but if I'm not making time for my family, that's more important than anything. So I'm working hard now at 23 so that when my foundation is set and the money's coming in passively, I won't have to do that at that time. I'll have all my children and we're home living lavish. Husband is probably working or not working. I don't know. He could do what he want to do, but I'm
Husbanding.
I was not expecting that answer. I'm not going to lie.
Really? What were you expecting?
I was expecting you to be more, what's the word I'm looking for, Ivy?
The word you're looking for is you.
Alpha woman. Technically, because like usually when it's alpha women tend to be more masculine and they want to stay in their career. And even if they do have a husband and they do have kids, they still want to go to work and be at their job. So I was expecting more of an answer like that. So shout out to you.
I'm going to be honest. If I find a man who can take care of me 100%. Granted, I'm going to have my business, but I'm not going to have to worry about, like, working. That's going to be something that I just do because I want to do.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I want to work for myself because I want to, not because I have to.
Talk that talk.
So.
What is your type, if you don't mind me asking?
A man of God, number one.
Nice.
A provider, alpha male, of course. Somebody who has a vision. Someone who is focused, determined, knows what they want in life. Money is not necessarily a big thing for me because at the end of the day, if you have a vision, money's going to come.
That's true.
But it's just more so like the mentality. I really am big on your mental. Can you lead me? Can you put me in the right positions? I already do a lot for myself. I know how to get XYZ, but can you help me elevate and get somewhere else that I probably don't even know about?
Facts.
Or are you going to drag me down? And if that's the case, I got to go.
Facts.
So seeing to it that you're going to be...
Sorry. She gave all these nice answers, but like, does he have to be a certain height? Does he have to be like? She trying to give all these nice answers.
No, I don't really care for height. Looks, I don't really care for. I'm not gonna, when I was younger, of course, like we all did, but like we grow up and you understand, like people are made however they're made. I can't judge you off how you look. It's all about on the inside. You can be handsome and disrespectful.
Facts.
And you can be a average-looking dude and treat me like a queen.
Facts.
So.
Okay. So you don't mind? You would take it like a 2 out of 10. That's cool.
5'5".
Yeah.
No, for real.
Yeah, I would.
Let the lawyers will be done.
No, like.
Hey, if you say it, I gotta believe it. Okay, say less. So let's turn it like this now. So you're gonna be a judge, right? You're gonna be making substantially more than like most men. Well, actually, let's take it back. Does the race matter with men or not really for you?
I'm not racist.
Okay. Okay. So
Fuck is y'all talking about right now?
Okay. Moving past that. So does it matter? I don't let him
Sorry.
finish.
Just want to make a disclaimer for the camera here.
Hold on. The media. Okay.
Don't play with
I'm
me.
trying to be a judge. I gotta be careful what I say.
Bro, my bad. Keep going on.
No,
Let's
you're
talk
good.
about that.
So does your future husband, do you want him to be making more than you when you are settled in your career and you meet him?
You know what's crazy? One of my mentors actually asked me a similar question literally last week. And he asked me, and he said, if my soulmate was making, let's say, $60,000-$70,000 a year, would I be with him? And versus me, let's say I find a millionaire who just makes me happy, but that's not my soulmate. He asked me, who would I pick? I'm saying my soulmate because I think love is more important than monetary things. You're not gonna like be fulfilled. You can constantly be bought, but it's not the same as being loved, cherished, or genuinely cared for. And like I said, money is not everything. If my man is not making more than me, all I have to do is just show him how to make more. It could be just that he doesn't know how.
That's some real shit. That's
You know what I'm saying? I'm teaching myself, so why can't I teach you? Why can't we be a team? We can build. We can start a business together, goddamn.
You know what's crazy? I always had this. That's surprising to hear that because I always really feel like a woman making money really wouldn't like want to stoop down to a man not making enough money. Probably wouldn't even give him the time of day. So it's cool to hear you say that.
Like I said, it's about vision.
Facts.
Because me, before I even got to where I'm at right now, I was working 3 jobs in high school. I was working at McDonald's, Pollo, and Polo Ralph Lauren. I'm talking about all 3 at the same time and in high school. I know what it's like to struggle and hustle. I was working 7 days a week for 3 months straight. Why? Because I had a vision. Granted, I was making only like $300, $400 a week.
Nah, but you was doing your thing.
But I was hustling. And if there's a man who's focused and he just may be, finding something. And the thing is also like, if whatever he does makes him happy, then that's just what makes him happy.
Facts.
So what do you think gave you this this mindset that you have now? Did it come over the years? Did your mom raise you like
bro,
this?
we are on the same beat. It's crazy, bro. You gotta have an attachment link, bro.
Y'all do. Do y'all not see what y'all do every day?
Nah, literally, right?
But
Facts.
that was literally the next question I was thinking.
You want me to re-ask it?
Yeah.
So,
sorry about that.
damn, what did I ask?
About her mindset, how she got that mindset.
So how did you get the mindset that you have now? Was it through books? Did you learn from your mom? Did this happen over the years?
It's my mom and personal experience and the Bible. Those are my 3 things. My mom, she taught me love myself first. My mom is not big on, finessing men and stuff. She's a lover as well. My mom is a lover girl, so I've seen her cater to a man. I've literally watched her take care and make sure a man feels loved. That's like the most important thing, loved and appreciated.
Nice.
So I know how to make a man feel good. Personal experience, of course, because, growing up, we're young and we curious. And
So did you ever have a city girl era in your life, or did you bypass that?
I was really about to get into that.
Talk to us.
Yeah. Like I said, personal experience, being young and curious.
Miami-Dade. Dade County.
Yeah,
Sugar no Dade County.
I'm not going to lie, y'all. When City Girls came out,
Number one fan.
Y'all, okay, listen. That era, you just,
Yeah.
I can't really speak on it too much.
Yeah, you can. So what was the moment where you're like, yo, I need to start buckling down. Let me start getting on my my attorney, my judge path. Like, what was that wake up call?
It was God actually telling me to tighten up and constantly getting heartbroken.
You was loving on niggas you had no business fucking with, or
it was more like, you know how when you know you're wasting your time,
yeah,
but you're so focused on the.
Were you trying to change him or
you're focused on trying to better a man.
Yeah, you're trying to change
and
him.
you're wasting your time.
That you could be investing
that.
into yourself.
Right. So that taught me you got to put yourself first, and because of that as well, it made me who I am. This boss woman that you see is because I'm not putting up with that anymore. And also, when I do get a husband, I'm not saying I'm ever gonna get divorced, God forbid. But if we do end up separating, I have my own to stand on.
Facts.
So that's why I go so hard with what I do, and also because when I become an attorney, I want to be one of the best attorneys that actually represent our people. There are a lot of people who, unfortunately, don't have good lawyers. They're in jail sitting for 6, 8, 10 months, waiting on trial, can't get bail because they don't have a good attorney. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, getting beat, killed inside the cells. Nobody's helping them. These are people that we need to actually be speaking for. When I become I'm going to be doing criminal defense and entertainment.
Nice.
But I'm going to have my own firm as well. And letting y'all know, when I get my firm, every other attorney will be working on every other practice. So if anyone needs one, y'all just come to me.
So why do you want to do entertainment? Where did that come about?
I want to do entertainment because, one, I'm always around artists, athletes. Our community loves music. That's literally what we thrive off of.
Facts.
So why not be a representation to make sure that our people are not getting finessed and played with these contracts. I'm going to be reading the contracts over to make sure that everything is legit and how it's supposed to be. Of course, for athletes as well, making sure that, when they get their endorsement deals or whatever the case may be, they're not getting finessed. That's my goal, is just to make sure that the people that come to me, I'm helping you guys and make sure you guys are getting the best deal possible. And in criminal defense, I know you didn't ask that, but I want to do that because, like I said, that's where my true passion is. I want to help our people. And I also feel the justice system, don't get me wrong, we've had it for many years, centuries at that, but we're not God. We don't have the right to punish people for the sins that they commit, because we all commit sins, and a lot of people get away with the same sins that people are in jail for right now. So I don't believe that is our role, but more say, let's say I do represent someone who is guilty. I want to be the attorney that, instead of negotiating with the prosecutor, 10 years. No. Why not just put this individual in therapy? A lot of people who go through these systems are because they're traumatized, they've been abused, or something's wrong mentally, they're depressed or whatever the case may be. They just need someone to talk to most of the time. They need someone to guide them. And most of the time, when they're younger, something may have happened to them too.
Thinking about getting into juvenile?
Yes.
Why is that?
The reason why I want to get into juvenile, or I'm thinking of getting into it, is because why are we putting 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds in jail? These are kids. Instead of that, why not put them into therapy, give them a counselor, find them a mentor, someone who can guide them and help them on whatever it is that they may be struggling with. A lot of children who are, of course, I mean, this is my major. I've done some studies, but like a lot of children who go into juvenile detention centers, their first week they commit suicide.
Ooh, I
That's
didn't know
crazy.
that. Yeah, I
And
didn't know
that's
that.
sad. And it's out of those, over 50% of them are African Americans.
Damn.
So it's like, what are we doing?
What are we doing for real?
We need to mentor. We need more people, positive role models. We need people who are gonna like really help our community for real. And if I have to be the one to do that, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Facts. So what is a typical day in your life look like? I guess during the weekday.
Oh man, like today. Oh gosh, my days are long. I don't have a break. If I showed you guys my phone, I'm talking about like every hour is something from like something's booked.
Nice.
From the time I wake up at either 7, 8, or 9 a.m. and you see what time it is right now, I'm not getting home till 11 o'clock. Like,
Oh my God.
Literally, my days are booked. But I do always take time to make time for God. I pray. I take care of my son, of course. But like once like the house is good, I'm outside working. I'm taking 6 classes right now at FAU. It's my last semester, so I'm going hard. So I'm always in class. If not in class, I am connecting with somebody. Like today, I just left the courthouse. One of my mentors advised me to go and meet a public defender. His name is Mr. Weeks, Gordon Weeks. He was the first African-American man to be in the public defender office of Broward County.
Nice.
So I met him today, and it was an honor.
Nice.
Like an honor. He actually gave me a gift. It's in my bag. It's called a challenge coin. So, like, that's what I do. I just
Network.
work, literally hustle. That's my hustle. Every single day, getting to the bag is my way of just like literally meeting people who are in my field and who can help me.
So how did you find your mentor that you just spoke on?
He goes to my school.
Oh, really?
One of my professors is a good friend with him, and my professor connected me with him. I talked to my professors the first week of school, and this is just a tip for anyone who's like trying to get into business. If you're like in classes or whatever the case may be, first impression is the last impression. I come to school in professional clothes every single day. Everyone at school knows that. Like,
Facts.
every single day I'm just dressed. Why? Because your appearance is everything. It
Facts.
speaks before you speak out your mouth.
Facts.
So, my first day of school, I came in some professional clothes. I went to my professor. I said, "Hi, professor. Nice to meet you. I'm Morel." I introduced myself a little bit. I sat down in the front, right in front of his desk. I do this with all my teachers, but I feel like that's a good way to show them like you're here, you're with them, you're intrigued, and you're ready to learn from them. Because remember, they are the people who have the knowledge. They're not really just professors for no reason. A lot of them have their doctorate's degree, so they have the information that you're trying to receive. So I'm the student that's letting them know, like, if no one else in here is paying attention, it's me.
Facts.
So after class, I always talk to them and let them know, like, what I'm trying to do, what I want to be, which is, of course, like an attorney and a judge. And from there, they help me out.
Quick question. You talked about making time for different things, and one thing I noticed you didn't mention was making time for yourself. What does that look like?
Making time for myself is going to the beach. I don't do that often. I wish I did do it more, but right now is not my season for it. But I did have a season of like a lot of myself. So during that season, I was always at the beach meditating. I was at the park. I was drawing, journaling. Like, I wrote a poem book, but it's not published yet.
Okay.
So
Damn, I wish you brought that. We would have had you perform a piece.
Do you have siblings?
I have a brother.
Just one brother? So what made you want a lot of kids? Because I know you said in your future life, you said something like 7. So, like, why do you want to have
7's
a lot
my
of kids?
max.
Seven's
But,
the max?
if
Okay.
I get 4, I'm cool with that, too. I want a lot of kids because my aunts and uncles, like, it's a really big family,
Nice.
1. And 2, me and my cousins are, like, all really close. So I want that for my children because when I pass, I want everyone to still be close. I don't want to have, 1 or 2 children and, like, it's not a lot of unison. You know what I'm saying?
So, question: when you become a judge, whether before or after, and you get married, do you want to take your husband's last name, or are you gonna hyphenate it?
Hyphen.
Why?
I'm a Colin baby.
See, you said
That's
you
my
were what,
legacy.
baby?
Colin.
What's that? Oh,
That's
your
my
last name.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a Colin baby.
So, would you put it
My
like?
IET.
Yeah, would you put it for Colin and then his last name,
Yep.
or his last name like that?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Legacy.
Facts.
Oh, would you do that for your kids as well? Hyphenate their name?
Yep. My son's name was hyphenated.
Is that a
The Nigerian in me going, this shit getting jittery. I'm like, whoa.
Is that like a requirement for your husband? Like, are you gonna tell them to offer up like their last name has to be hyphenated?
No, I'm just playing.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm just joking.
So what would you? I don't think you were joking.
For the camera, I was kidding.
Bro?
Yeah, I'm joking.
So you would take the last name?
It
Or
really
for your kids?
It depends.
On what?
Like, one, I'm not married right now, so I can't really say. But, you know, when I get married, it just depends on the conversation we have.
Would you prefer to keep yours in the name?
Yes.
How about for your kids?
That would have to be discussed between me and the father, of course. I can't
Okay, fair enough.
take that.
So is there a symbol or acronym after judge when you become a judge? I don't remember.
I don't know, actually. I'm not sure.
Yeah, never mind. But yeah, that's gonna be a follow-up question I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
you got it.
So, with life, with love, with health and wealth, what is the future looking like for you? And not like 10, 12, but maybe next year or two. Like, where would you like to be at?
Within the next 10 to 12 years?
No, within the next 1 to 2 years.
Oh, in law school.
Okay.
And
Any specific school in mind?
I want to go to Harvard.
Mm-hmm.
Harvard, if you see this.
Why Harvard?
I want to go to Harvard because, one, not a lot of black women get into Harvard.
Facts.
Not a lot of black Haitian women get into Harvard.
Facts.
2. And 3, if I go to Harvard, I'm going to shut it down.
You know what's crazy? My mentor went to Harvard Law.
Really?
Actually, yeah.
I'm going to shut it down.
You
I'm
do your thing.
I'm going to be like in the top 3%.
Oh yeah, you got to go hard if you go there.
Dream
You
bigger
gotta
than
show
that.
out.
Top
You
1%.
gotta
Why
show
not?
Why
For
not?
sure. Why not?
Like, it would just be a really good opportunity. And then also just because, like, unfortunately, the name, yes, I know, like, the name doesn't really matter when you, like, start practicing. But as a black woman, I'm going to take pride in that.
Fact.
Because it takes a lot of work to get into those Ivy League schools. So knowing that I got accepted into that school, it means that I'm top notch.
Mm-hmm.
Fact.
Not saying if I get into another school that's not Ivy League, I'm not top notch, because I know who I am as a woman and who I am, like, within myself. But that's fine.
Ideally, where would you want to work as a judge? Is there a specific state, city, county?
It'll be Florida.
Florida? You want to stay in Florida? Okay.
I know a lot of people here. This is my hometown, and everyone, like, why not? Why not help the people that's in my community? Why would I leave y'all behind?
Facts.
That's Hollywood. I'm not Hollywood.
Like, so anywhere in Florida, or do you want to stay more so in South Florida?
South Florida for sure.
Cool.
Say less. So look, we definitely appreciate you coming on here, but we got some questions. We got some like cool questions.
Yes, like, okay, we done talking about the lawyer stuff. Let's get into the juicy stuff. Let's see.
No, these are some funny questions. But now I want to see.
Now I'm gonna. Okay, hold on. Now.
What are the funny questions?
What? No, I'm gonna ask you. For example, if you could pick a superpower, what superpower would it be and why? But scratch that. That's
Oh, no,
bull.
I'll answer that,
Nah,
though.
okay, let's see that.
I want to be invisible.
Golly, huh? Why is that?
I want to be invisible because, y'all don't laugh, but I could walk around naked and, like, nobody would see me.
Yeah.
What?
Like,
Now,
literally.
women do like being naked at the
Like, it's a
Just
vibe.
go to McDonald's, butt ass naked. No one can see me.
Oh, man, like, they just like, who is grabbing that Sprite?
Yeah.
But at McDonald's.
No.
Oh my God.
But truthfully, like, I want to be invisible because, like, sometimes I need me time and I just want to get away. If I can just disappear and just relax, it'll be good.
Facts.
Before you like get married, did you want to have like some time in between where you were just like traveling with your husband, or do you kind of just want to? You do want to do that? What countries would you want to visit?
Oh, I have a whole bucket list in my phone. I want to go to Africa. Yeah, hometown.
Facts.
Says the Nigerian.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
period.
my bad. Facts.
That's hometown.
You did.
Yeah.
You better know it. Nigerian prince.
Period. I want to go to Bora Bora. I want to go to Hawaii. I want to go to Spain. I want to go to Italy.
I'm glad you said Africa first. Good shit.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I want to go everywhere, honestly. I want to go everywhere. I really want to go to Switzerland.
Ooh, why Switzerland?
Do
Banking?
you not see Switzerland?
Beautiful.
It is so gorgeous.
It's beautiful over there for sure.
I actually haven't seen it. I just know it was. I know there's a lot of snow, and I know a lot of people go there for banking. I haven't really seen much pictures like that.
It's beautiful.
gorgeous.
Yeah?
It's beautiful. But hey, quick question. You talked about some tea.
What's tea?
So are you like a lover girl? Like are you more on like, is that I guess the romantic side? Like you like the whole, what do they call people? Hopeless romantics? That's what
Yeah.
Would you call yourself like a hopeless romantic?
I am.
Facts. You like the flowers and the fairy tale?
Yeah, like pick me up in a carriage with like white horses.
Yo, not his
Like,
face.
pick me up, take me out.
What's your love language? Do you know it?
I do know my love language.
What is it?
It's gifts and acts of service.
What's your favorite types of gifts to receive? I was thinking, I didn't say nothing, but why are you laughing for?
Because I knew. Something told me.
No, so like, okay, the reason why it's gifts is because I am really big on souvenirs.
Facts.
So if I get a gift, I'm gonna cherish it forever. Like, it's gonna remind me of that moment. Acts of service, because like if you doing for me shows me you care for me.
Facts. Hey,
What
baby,
type of
I got you a rock
What type of
from
this
the
guy.
sand of the Bahamas. That's some cool.
What type of gifts do you like to receive? Like, if they get this, like a good go-to. Like, if you get any one of these type of things, I'm really gonna cherish these.
A Chanel bag.
Chanel.
I'm just playing.
Chanel.
Let me
As long as it's a Chanel, she ain't
that
playing.
shit, she not playing.
Get a Chanel.
stop playing. No, the most simple gift that I cherish are cards. With, of course, a letter in it. Don't just give me a card.
Oh, Dollar Tree type shit.
Type shit.
Your own message. I cherish them. I have so many cards.
Chat GPT.
Facts.
So, what's
Wait,
the?
what?
You heard
Write
that?
her a love letter.
I
Then.
just found out
real?
about ChatGPT.
Man,
That's just the goal.
that's some shit.
I don't know. See, y'all, man.
Yeah, you better get with the
You
times.
better what? Well, you'll be ahead of the times if you get on that shit now. What I was gonna ask? Oh, what's the best date you've been on, and the worst date?
The worst date, I didn't even go on it.
Wait, so how was it the worst? You can just tell.
Let me tell y'all now.
See you tomorrow.
So he DM'd me and asked me if I wanted to go out. I said, sure. He asked me, where are we going? That's first
What?
Suey.
Yo,
He's
Wait,
sweet,
it's
he's
not done.
sweet.
It's not done. I said, you're supposed to pick that.
What?
He said, do I have a car? That automatically told me I'm paying for the meals.
so why'd you? Oh, he must have looked good. Why'd you respond?
Oh, no, he didn't look. I didn't know what he was DMing me at first.
Oh,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
what?
Yeah,
So-
so
Okay, what's one of the best then that you've been on, or one of your favorites?
one of my favorites.
That nigga said, where we going?
Where we going? You gonna pick me up? The fuck,
Like, whoa. That's a red flag.
bro?
off
That is
rip.
so bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
See, I know I'm not tripping.
Nah, you
No,
know,
that's so
hilarious.
bad. Like, nah.
We trying to get a 4-for-4?
Shit, you gonna pick me up? Like, I'm gonna send you my
No.
location.
Matter of fact, I'm staying in the house.
What?
Make it a 1-for-1? Man. Oh, God. Okay, best date.
My best date. I've had a lot of fun dates.
One of your favorite. let me reword it so you don't get caught up on here.
I'm not trying to ruin this.
I was like, let me ask this carefully.
Now it's turned up. Now I'm in my zone. Nah.
Let me
My favorites, it would have to be, okay.
Hella dates. Goddamn. I got the juice.
No, because, okay.
Which one can I say? No?
I gotta really be on camera, you know, like if I pick one, like,
The other 8 going
I'll reword it like this. What are your favorite types of dates?
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
I love beach vibe. Okay, I know my favorite date. I know it. Offer it. We went to the beach.
Ooh, free. Okay, keep going.
And
Oh,
Come on.
come on.
Hey, she said Dollar Tree card, gift, what's say beach. These are inexpensive things, low key. But keep
Facts.
going.
yeah, I'm honestly
Simple.
like, I love luxurious things. Don't get me wrong, but it's not about the money. like, I feel like the most valuable things are. I was about to say always true, but I didn't even true for it.
I tried to hold it in. I really tried to hold it in.
No, but like,
I fuck with it though.
The best date was really at the beach. Like, we
Nice.
were there from like 11 to 2 in the morning, and we were just sitting on a rock talking, holding hands, vibing. Like,
Damn, y'all wasn't hungry?
we ate
That
before
long?
that.
Oh, I was about to say, God damn.
No, but like, we were out there just like talking about like our past, you know, things we went through. We prayed.
Nice.
Vibe. Like, it was just a vibe. I like
Relaxing.
stuff like that. You know, aside from that though, like things I like shopping sprees. That's like really fun. Traveling is fun. Restaurants is cool. Like going out to eat, trying new stuff. Like that's. But I like spontaneous stuff. Like if we really gonna get down to it, like go skydiving with me, ATV riding, scuba diving. Let's go swim with sharks.
Facts.
I went skydiving.
You're
once.
Very.
Very. It was a lot of fun.
Facts.
Yeah. Y'all went skydiving before?
Not yet. I want to.
Once.
You did?
Yeah.
You liked it?
I was screaming. Well, for like 30 seconds. 30 seconds, I was being a bitch. I'm not going to lie. But then after that, I'm like, damn, I'm tired of screaming. And then I started enjoying it. I'm like, oh, wow. Like, you can see the curve of the earth and shit
Yeah,
like
it
that.
was
It's
a vibe.
very relaxing.
What happened to Buddy on the Rock? Y'all like still keep in touch if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah.
Nice. Shout out to Buddy on the Rock.
He's still on the rock right now. Looking into the ocean. So what I wanted to go ahead. I'll be my bad.
So I wanted to, because I remember you were saying, you know, when you were younger, Miami life, different, like, we'll call them like failed relationships, but I know we were young and whatnot. But so what did that look like? What was your longest relationship? Did you like them and it just didn't work out? You were like, bro, these shit didn't even make any sense. Like, how was that?
I've only had 2 boyfriends.
Nice.
And they were both very long. My first was 4 years, and my second, we have a child together now.
Nice.
So as of right now, in this point of your life, do you think a relationship is going to slow you down, or would you like to be in a relationship right now if you're not already in one? If you can speak on that.
If I was to be in one, it would need to be with somebody who, like I said, has a vision and can build. Like, I don't even want to use that word because men love to use that word and misconstrue it. But like,
What were we about to say? High value?
no, build.
Oh, okay.
Y'all love to say I want to build with somebody, and it's really not that.
What is it really then?
What is it?
Y'all just be leeching. Not y'all, but like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be
I don't even need a car.
vibing off these
I don't
jobs.
even need a car.
You got a car? You can pick me up? I'm
Yeah.
building.
I'm building.
What? Boy, no.
Building
No.
Knowledge.
I mean, y'all real slick the words, but no. That's my answer, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
The building shit. Nah,
I
I'm
have
never.
a question for y'all.
Ooh.
When I'm answering these questions, I'm seeing your facial expressions. You guys are not expecting these answers.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
I didn't.
What was your first impression, and you as well?
Well, my first impression of you was like, you seem like a very cool person. I seen the way you was networking, so I was like, okay, like, she definitely, like he said, is a shark. Like, the way you strategically placed yourself, and then started seeing your content, and the Kodak thing popped up, and we were like, okay, like, she's strategic. But I'll be honest with you, like, and this is my personal opinion, a lot of times, a woman that's, like, on her boss shit, you know, focusing on that is, like, she don't really have time to tap into that, like, feminine side. You feel me? It's not all women, but it's just at least the ones I came across. So to see that you like still tap into that, you still like, I guess, being in that energy is cool.
Thank you.
For sure.
My first impressions, I knew you were a shark once I saw you. Well, the first time when you reached over my shoulder, I was like, bro, who is this? So reaching on my dad. Yeah, she like, and then hand the phone. I'm like, I was trying to be nosy. I'm trying to look on the phone.
Yeah,
like,
I gave
damn,
her
what's
phone.
on
I
the
said,
phone?
put your Instagram right now. We about to follow each other.
Yeah, I was looking. I'm like, what's she doing? So I was like, all right, cool. Stop paying attention to that. Went back to work. Started looking for Koi. And then went backstage, saw you again. I'm like, oh, this girl's a shark. So then we went over there and talked. I was like, okay. Your personality reminds me of my LB and AK Psy. Her name is, shout out to Bianca.
For sure.
Shout out to her agency as
Hey,
well.
Bianca.
She's a real estate agent. Well, she's a broker now.
Nice.
And then like while we were going through like AK Psy, she's a shark as well. But usually when it comes to like alpha women and women that are really on their business, usually they lack that femininity side because usually when a woman gets deeper into her career, she takes on more of that masculine role because when you're in that business realm, you kind of have to have that on because, you know, men kind of like take women for granted when it comes to that. But when it comes to Bianca, she has a very feminine side.
Facts.
We had Dom on here as well. She
Facts.
wants to be an attorney as well. She has a very feminine side. So I was not expecting that.
Facts.
But when you started speaking, I'm like, dang, y'all are starting to like dispel my belief
Facts.
that I've gotten.
good.
So I'm like, it was cool. So like, I wasn't expecting those answers at first.
Bianca and Dom.
Bianca and Dom. Mhm.
Shout out to y'all.
What was
Hopefully
your-
we meet one day.
What was your expectation coming on here?
I was expecting this, honestly. This was a lot of fun. I hope we're still going to continue. But I was expecting it to be, honestly, like a conversation, good vibes, and just questions. I was honestly just expecting questions about like my lawyer field, but I'm happy that we're getting into other stuff too.
Facts.
One thing I did like, I think I showed it to Simba as well, your Instagram page. Well, I don't know if it's your professional Instagram page, but when I was going through it, I was like, all right, let me do some research. I realized that you dress very modestly and professionally throughout all of it. And I'm like, you don't see that a lot.
Yeah.
You don't see that a lot. So I was like,
actually.
yeah, that was very like, you gained my respect from seeing that. So I was like, that's very like commendable. So shout out to you on that.
I taught myself that. My mom dresses very modest, don't get me wrong. But like, you know, when you're 16, 17, 18, like you don't want to do that. You want to be outside and, you know, show your body. Not saying that I was doing that, but like,
You want to clarify?
yeah, like,
Harvard.
hold on. But now that I'm 23, you know, these past couple of years, I had a huge transition my 2021 year. That was like my self-love healing year. I took a lot of time to myself. I was in solitude for a long time. And during that time is when I taught myself how to be more feminine. What would I like to see, you know, in myself? What would I want my husband to see for myself, my kids, when they say, this is my mom? I don't want to be the mom walking in with, you know, no offense, but like hoochie clothes. Like, I want to be like goddessy, walking in, and it's like, wow, like who is that? You know?
Yeah, it makes an impression. Like you said, the first impression is the last impression. And yeah, it's cool because like when I see it on Instagram and stuff like that, I'm like, it's cool. Like you can dress however you want, but I'm like, damn, once you put that shit into the world, it's there. And usually when guys see your Instagram, like I think it was either me and Trigger or me and Simba, we say like a lot of times when girls have an ass first picture, like where they're taking a picture, but it's like their ass facing to the camera, it's like, damn, we ain't going.
What you tell my focus, bro?
Yeah, we're not gonna
know
take
me,
you.
bro.
We're not taking it seriously.
Come
We're
on,
not looking at you like
speak the truth.
she could be a wife.
Facts. It just it ain't even it's never even in no evil intention. Like it's never out of malice. Like oh shit, but it's just like that's the first thing I see. Like what you expect me to be searching for the rest of your page?
Facts. And that's the first thing that they're promoting.
Yeah, like you leave that for off Instagram because like nowadays it's like damn everything is on the Instagram right. Like everything is on social media right now. Coming from a person where my whole life is on social media, but everything's on social media nowadays. It's like dang.
No, I don't believe in that. I think like certain things should be very private, especially like pictures like that. You know what I'm saying? That should be for your man and your man only.
Yeah.
Facts.
Keep some
Your
surprise.
man wouldn't even want to see that on Instagram. And
Facts.
some men who don't mind that, I don't know, like what's wrong with them?
We
Yeah.
need to put you in a cloning machine. We need to put you in a cloning machine for sure. But that's cool though. It definitely cool to see that. Like, do you ever see yourself maybe like even starting a community for other like young ladies that may want to like learn this early?
I have a nonprofit organization actually.
Nice. Tell us about that.
It's called Everlasting Friend Incorporated, and me and my mom started it in 2018.
Shout out to OG, man,
Yes.
for sure.
It's dedicated to people who go through abuse, depression, trauma, anxiety, and bullying.
Nice.
I went through all 5, and I know I'm not the only one. I know there's a lot of people who are still battling a lot of these things and don't have anyone to talk to. So what we do, we have partnered with a vendor who provides us with basically like stuffed animals, but they're like empty. So we go to different places, community centers, etc. We actually we were partnered with Joe DiMaggio Hospital.
Nice.
Before COVID, unfortunately, like, you know, because COVID happened, everything kind of just, but we're getting back into it now. And I'm partnered with Dillard Elementary School.
Nice.
You guys know where that is. It's in Broward County. So what we do is we go to what we've done with those specific places, their children. We have the stuffed animals, And we actually teach them how to stuff their own bear. They have like bears, horses, dogs, wolves. Like they get to pick whatever they want. And the purpose of that is because that's their everlasting friend. You know, like teddy bears are like our comfort animals. So when we go through these things, like even if you don't feel like you can talk to someone, at least you have your own everlasting friend.
That's love.
That's dope. I like that.
Yeah.
One of the things
I got goosebumps.
That's good. So you said rewinding. You said 2021 was the year you started focusing on yourself, and was that the year 2021?
Self-love and healing, yeah.
Okay, so before that year, was there any catastrophic moment or heartbreak or anything bad that happened that led you to the path of wanting to think?
Yeah, I did. A lot happened that year prior. That's when I said, God told me to tighten up.
Trash.
Yeah. Do you think it takes that sometimes, like you to go through some bad stuff to really all right, I need to start getting on my stuff?
There's two types of people. There's people who, if you say it's hot, they'll understand and not touch it. And there's people who say it's hot and they'll touch it and get burned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
that's facts.
I feel like it just depends on that. Me personally, I know who I am. I'm going to touch it.
Facts.
I'm learning how to be wise and learn through other people's mistakes. So.
Yeah, that shit is easier said than done.
Right.
Especially when you want to find out for yourself. It's like, let me just go ahead and just play around a little bit.
let me just see what it's feeling like.
Yeah, it never turns out good. So I'm learning, like, if someone says I don't advise that, I'm really just like, okay, cool. Let me just stay away from that.
Facts. Hey, definitely. Now, do you have any other questions actually before?
Not that I can think of off right now.
But so I'm gonna say we definitely appreciate you for being here. We still have these 3 closing questions that we want to give you. So for the first question, actually you answered the first question. Now with the superhero question. The second question, knowledge. You remember how to phrase it?
I knew he was gonna ask you.
Yeah, like, you know
I
what?
try to know how to ask the question.
Nah, he gonna butcher it.
Yeah. How many?
So if you could go back in time and see let's say your 15-year-old self, and you could say one thing to them in one sentence, what would it be?
15. I would say to myself, girl, stay focused. I would say, girl, stay focused.
Facts.
Because I feel like we need that reminder.
Yeah.
Even if it's like, something so small, but like I feel like sometimes the reassurance is needed.
This is not even one of our 3 questions too, just out of curiosity now. So what is one thing you wish more people knew about you?
I wish people knew that I was really goofy and like bubbly and very weird. A lot of people, like, you see how you say I'm a shark? Like, I am. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of people assume like I'm just stern and like, what's up? Don't talk to me. Like, I'm not. I'm really fun and lively, and like I love to have fun. I don't drink or smoke, but I am the life of the party. I could turn up with you and you'll think I'm off like 3 shots.
Facts.
That's just who I am.
Why don't you drink or smoke?
I don't smoke because I don't like the feeling.
Facts.
And I also feel like drinking and smoking, period, like no judgment, okay? And no offense to people who do it, but just like what I've experienced and people who are around me, a lot of people who turn to like alcohol or drugs is because they're running from their problems. And if you're running from your problems, you're not giving your problems to God.
Facts.
And you can't be a Christian, not a Christian, but you can't be a woman of God and turning to things of the world when you're running from or when you have problems. So when I'm stressed, I pray, I meditate. Like I said, I go to the beach and stuff like that. Like if you go to parties, go to clubs, you look at around, like everyone is like sad, depressed, drinking their heart away. And
Facts.
like people who smoke, they're always going through something like mentally they don't want to talk about. Like I just prefer to stay sober and deal with my problems like how I know I can.
Facts.
So that's why I don't drink or smoke. And some people say they do it socially, don't get me wrong, but I don't believe in that. I believe like you're doing it, it's something subconsciously deep down.
Facts.
So when it comes to the social media world, right, and guys approach you through your business page, do you ever take them seriously, or is it just like, I'm not worried about this right now? Like, let me rephrase this. What's the best way for a guy to slide into your DMs?
In my business page?
Any page.
Slide to my DMs to do business?
No. Just to like getting at you.
So I don't really respond to men who DM me with the intentions on anything other than business, because I don't have the time to try to figure you out through a computer or a phone. It's different if you're like shooting your shot and we're in person. I can feel your vibe. I can see your confidence. If you look at me in my eyes, the way you're dressing, like I can't tell behind a phone or a screen. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the times on Instagram or like whatever social media, I don't really respond.
Okay. And what is one of the craziest things a guy has done to get your attention? Whether it's been social media or, oh yeah, I like that.
Hello, mama. Hello, mama.
Expand on that.
Yo, I can lie, men are crazy. Once upon a time, there was somebody who made like, they called me over like 200 times.
Yo.
Back to back.
In a week?
No, like in a day.
What did you do
Sad.
to make them want to call 200 times?
I blocked them.
Damn. On everything? Damn.
How you got your number in the first place, though?
That was someone I was dealing with.
Okay.
And we had an argument, so that's how that happened. But just like a
Oh.
random person, I've had people run, like, chase down my car.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, like on some weird shit.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Excuse my French. Oh, I'm so sorry for cursing. On some weird stuff.
I'll bleep it out. So what's one of the biggest red flags that you like in a guy?
Why are we on beat like this?
I'm reading your
dog?
mind.
Can you get out of my mind, please?
Type shit.
Yeah.
What's the biggest red flag
Yeah, what's one of the biggest red flags that you like in a guy?
that I like?
Mm-hmm.
What? That's toxic.
Yeah.
Wait, that's backwards.
It is.
Tess, we gotta clone her. We have to clone
Wait,
her.
If
whoa.
there's any. So, like, I'll give an example. So some people,
A red flag that I like.
what would be one of the red flags that I hear? So some girls would say they like when their guy's aggressive.
Or
Some,
like when the guy is they'll say stern and being put in their place or whatever.
like that. Do you have anything like that?
No, I run for men like that because one day you're gonna put your hands on me.
Ooh. And what is the biggest one of the biggest green flags that you like in a guy?
Gentleness,
Mm-hmm.
communication. You're upset. You're not yelling at me. You're talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big green flag. If you can talk to me and just say, look, I didn't like X, Y, Z. You know, you made me feel X, Y, Z. But I still love you. It's just I don't appreciate. I will. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand, but like, yes, sir. Oh my God. I swear to God, I love you too, man. I will never do it again.
Hola, senor. Not only do I communicate, I speak 3 languages.
Damn, I forgot my question now. Oh, what is your biggest red flag?
My biggest red flag.
Top 3, actually. Top 3 biggest red flags.
Top 20.
think-
No, I'm joking. Top 3.
I think my top 3.
Yeah.
I don't think I have 3. I think my biggest red flag. I don't think I have 3.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Because the thing is, if there is something wrong with me, like obviously, like someone would tell me, right?
Facts.
I work on it. I don't like to stay stagnant or have something wrong with me because that can deter that relationship. Like if they don't like something that I'm doing, I'm gonna try to fix it.
Well, not you. So what would be your top 3 biggest red flags for like maybe a dude that's trying to approach you?
Oh no,
Oh.
hell no.
Sagging.
Go back.
talking about her top
Yeah,
3.
I want to
Okay.
know yours.
Okay.
Ah, I see.
Well,
If it's not 3, just give me 2
okay.
and a half.
I can definitely say a red flag for me would be that I don't have one because I speak positive about myself all the time.
Okay, so I'll rephrase it. When you were in past relationships, what would be an issue that guys or guy would say like?
No, like you could say, guys, I've met and like talked to people when I was single. I only had 2 boyfriends. If that makes sense.
Shout out to Bunny in the Rock.
So yeah, what's one of the problems that they would have you with you, like a red flag, something that they would point out, like, oh, you talk too much or
Too friendly or whatever.
too friendly,
No,
too
it's
serious.
more like I'm sensitive.
Mm.
I'm a baby, but that's not a red flag.
You
to
a
me.
crier?
I'm just sensitive.
You be crying.
Are you
I'm a
crazy?
baby. No. I'm just a baby. Like, I love to be picked up and held and caressed and just, like, loved. But, like, I want it all the time.
Oh, they be saying clingy. Are you clingy?
Yeah, I am.
Okay,
I'm very
okay.
affectionate, very clingy, and I don't like to be pushed away.
You ever been through a guy's phone?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's the standard.
Oh, that's
We're supposed to do that.
like, huh? A man's phone is who they are.
So
Yeah. You can say all you want out your mouth, but let me see the phone.
Has a man ever been through your phone?
Yeah.
And that shit was looking sick. Yeah.
I
That
mean,
shit
look,
looking
check me
sick.
out, right? Look.
That shit was looking dumb sleep. She tried to say all that shit.
It's not even that, but y'all know y'all love to just pick every little thing and make it bigger than what it is. That's all.
Yeah.
you think-
You know her shit was looking
do you
sleep.
think when a man cheats on a woman is different from when a woman cheats on a man?
I think when a man cheats on a woman is because he's unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's just very immature and doesn't love that woman. And when a woman cheats on a man, it's because he's doing something she doesn't. That he's lacking something that the other man has.
Okay.
If that
I got
makes
it.
sense.
Yeah, I got it. Surprised you don't have anything to say to that.
Nah,
You don't have anything to say to that?
Nah, you good. Have you ever cheated before yourself or no?
No.
Okay, nice.
I don't believe in that.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
You rather just bust a move.
I'd rather just leave, if that's what you were trying to say.
Yeah.
Bust a move. I'd rather just bust a move.
Y'all fuck with her hard though. Facts.
You know I gotta learn the lingo, okay?
Nah, you not though. And that day ain't counted, kid, but she.
Yeah.
I know what he's talking about. Nice though. Okay, so you seem to have like, I guess, love life wise, you seem to have pretty solid, maybe ups and downs. And,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we all do, though.
Okay. Do you the men that you were dealing with, were they from Miami too?
I've dated men from all around.
I'm about to say all across the world.
Yeah.
Facts.
A lot of Florida men, though, are toxic.
Facts.
How so? I'm not
Are
from
you
Florida.
From,
No,
oh,
I'm
okay,
not.
I
I'm
was say
not.
like, I'm sorry. Are you from Florida? Oh, ooh, I don't want to hurt nobody.
We're educated. No, I'm joking.
I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, okay?
Nah, what? Man, fuck they feel it. He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Fuck they feeling for sure.
Nah,
That don't have to be.
a
Women
lot
in Florida
of
be
Florida
toxic
men are toxic. I agree. Even though I'm a woman, I can agree. But
Nah.
it's really because of our culture. Like,
Yeah.
it's the music that is projected a lot. A lot of it is just like, F women get money, have multiple women. And for the women, it's F men get money, trick them.
too. Facts.
So it influences you.
Facts. Hey, you know what's crazy too though? Like, this might be a wild statement, but I feel like on some Florida stuff, like, I feel like at a point where I'm just focusing on my bag. I'm just trying to kind of focus on myself in business. I feel like I wouldn't like mind having that one lady that like, yo, you feel me? You show me love here, I got you. Like, you want to go have fun, you want to go spend, you want to go to the mall, I got you with a day of shopping. And then I just, see you when I see you. So, but that trick in Florida, that's just real deal.
So you believe in that?
Do I believe in tricking?
Yeah.
It depends. Well,
What? Okay, now let me ask y'all a question.
Oh, shit.
What is tricking?
Well, see, that's the thing about it. See, for me, I can't even, it's hard for me, and I don't
Move
know.
your mic closer, bro.
Oh, thank you, bro. And I don't know if maybe, I don't know the best way to define it, because some people define it as like, okay, like a shawty just with a dude, I guess for a bag, knowing that he'll spend that bag, but like, I got this weird belief, like, bro, I value my time more than anything. So like, you feel me? I feel like if I find a lady that's fine enough, and it's just like, okay, like, cause I know I like spending money like on pretty women. I know that's something that's gonna be like my future thing until I probably like get into a serious relationship. So it won't be every woman, but like if I just find one I like, okay, like I want you to be sliding with me in this place, like you gotta look the part.
Yeah, you got a +1.
Yeah, you gotta look the part, and I don't mind spending the bread on it.
So what? I'm about to turn this into y'all now.
Go ahead,
Interview.
sure.
So let's say you meet a pretty woman.
Yep,
But she doesn't have the drip,
facts.
right? and you want her to go out with you.
Facts.
And she says, well, like, let's say you're like a Miri down.
Facts.
And she's wearing something else, right?
Facts.
Rainbow.
And she tells you, wait, what?
You
No,
agree.
sorry.
about
Go ahead.
Rainbow?
Hey,
Duh. That's why I shop.
Throwback.
No,
Rainbow is throwback. Listen, I used to shop at Rainbow when I was a kid.
Knowledge
That's
is
throwback.
crazy, chick. I ain't gonna knowledge
keep
is
going. My
crazy.
bad. I messed up your question.
I hope that shit go viral.
Yeah. Rainbow is throwback.
That shit
Damn.
live. That shit live off. Okay, continue though.
But like, she's wearing rainbow,
Yeah.
and she tells you like she want to look like you.
Yeah.
Would you take her shopping, or would you?
Is she
just-
pretty?
Yeah.
And she has a good personality. Good networker. Someone I could take her to like good events, and she'll definitely like. If I need to close a deal, she'll help me. I could take her to a dinner with a boss meeting, and she'll do what she got to do. For sure, I got you. Because at that point,
how much would you spend?
How much would I spend? Depends on how much I'm making.
What if she wanted a whole Chanel down fit from the earrings to the sandals or the heels?
And I can afford it, or I can't afford it.
You can.
I can't afford it. If I can afford it, it is in my means. It's not over my percentages I may have for myself, considering my financials. Yeah, it's cool. Because at that point, you're an asset, not a liability. At that point, I'm taking you around closing deals, making the money. You feel me with you? So I wouldn't mind. But even then, like I'm from Brown. I like designer, but that's not. I like me a nice collar shirt, maybe like something suede with like nice like tailor pants. Put some kicks on it with a nice watch. That's the one thing I be talking to knowledge about. I like watches. Watches is that one accessory. So would I? Yes. But like I said, she got to meet that standard. Like I ain't just spending money on a girl to spend money on a girl. Like you feel me? But if I see something I like and you know she got a personality, she got that. Cause low-key, yeah. That's we'll go there.
I think guys like, especially guys that are like high earners, it's kind of different because like even if she doesn't look good, if she has like certain qualities, like she's feminine, she's supportive, you know she could be a good wife, and you could put her in the wife category and not the grease category. There's a lot of things we'll bypass. No, gee.
No, he's
there's a-
real. But you know what?
Because-
can't be wife carried. I agree.
Yeah, because when guys meet girls, literally, when we meet girls, it's like automatically it's just like,
You
wife
want the
potential, or it's like, oh, no, she just a slider.
Off real.
Like automatically you're gonna be put into one of those categories. So if she fits the mold on certain things, then I'll even go down on looks.
Facts.
I ain't gonna go below a little certain barrier,
Facts.
but like I'll go down on looks if she has all the other qualities. But like Simba was saying, like yes, while you're making the money, we definitely believe a girl should be pampered, shouldn't have to pay for anything, shouldn't have to work. Like, yeah, that makes sense. That's why we grind so hard now, so that we, you know what I'm saying? You can provide that.
I want to highlight something you said too. High income earners, folks. Is that what you said, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it's levels to this shit. I'll be honest with you. You feel me? And it's like you just gotta understand what level is for what folks. Different strokes for different folks. So
What's
I'm
the
glad.
highest level?
What's the highest level? I can't even tell you that. I'll be bullshitting to be like I can tell you the highest level, because once you think you're at the highest level, you realize it's another level on top of that.
Good answer.
So, but I'm glad you mentioned that, because it's not every dude like that. Like a lot of people may hear me say that, but he is simple, he this. It's just like, nah, bro. Like I value my time. You feel me? Time is more valuable than money. So like sometimes I don't mind. Like okay, I see you when I see you, and then if I feel like maybe you can't be in a wife category or whatever, I spend that just because I'm making it. Okay, you feel me? That's just what I want to do.
That's good.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, there is no level to it, because like, man, when we were doing like back in the crypto days, like especially when crypto was pumping, niggas was making money. It's like, oh shit, you're making this money. And then I remember I went down to Miami with my crypto buddies. As usual, we're the only black people on the boat, full of white people. 2 more black guys walk on, so automatically my attention diverts to them, and I'm like, yeah, who are these 2 guys? So I went up to them, talked to them. One of them was Jamaican like me, and the other one was Nigerian, like Simba. So I'm like, off rip, I clicked with them. I was just chopping them up, and then I realized both of them had on Richard Millie's. So I was like, these guys must be important, right? Yeah. So while I was talking to them, more people kept coming up and trying to take pictures with them. So I'm like, who are these guys? Turns out that they're making like, one guy was making $200,000 a day, and then his friend was making $300,000 a day. When I saw that, and they were the richest people on the boat, black guys. Actually, there was an extra guy. There was 5 black guys, and everybody else was white. But when I saw that, that kind of like opened up my mind even more. I'm like, yo, the possibilities are endless. So when I saw that, I'm like, yeah, I'm not settling for anything less than that. Because if they could do it, like, why can't we do it?
Fact. I know we make a lot. Like we like to have fun. We make a lot of jokes. We make whatever. But we've seen some shit. Like and with what we've seen, we understand, like, but there are levels to this, like, for real, like, people, even when you start studying other people that have hit 9 figures, they tell you, like, shit, I know people where 9 figures is what they spend in taxes for the year, you know, so it's just like, there's always another level up, technically, you know, we live in a world of possibilities, and abundance as well, so there's always more
I want to piggyback off that too, like, we have the same opportunities as we've had a long time ago. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like now, in like this day and age, for some reason, we need to grasp them a lot more.
Facts.
We have access to them. We have more access to them than we did 10, 20 years ago. Our parents, grandparents, it was always here, but they didn't know about it. Mm-hmm. I feel like our generation, like, we're kind of like the first to like really put our hands in it. So it's like a whole new world.
A whole new world.
Literally.
Yeah, we have access to a lot of information now.
It's different. Like, we're setting the trajectory for our children.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if your children don't know about stocks, bonds, cryptos, if your children don't know how to invest, start a business, that is your fault.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If your children are willing to settle for a job, and there's nothing against the job, don't get me wrong, but if they don't know about the other opportunities out there, how to actually build, that is your fault as a parent. And I'm big on that because like we talked about earlier, like husband, family, kids, like your legacy is everything. So I always go back to that. I know I'm young, but I want to get married young too. So like my mind is already like kind of focused on that.
You got an age in mind?
25.
Okay, nice.
I'm 23.
Yeah, no, that's all I can say is nice.
Honestly, I think that's the best way to go. I
Strategically,
say,
that
like,
is
man, I say before the age
23.
is like 25 and down or 27 and down, if I was a girl and I look good, and I know, like, for a lot of women, that's their prime, I'd be trying to get the best guy I can who treats me well. I'm like, bro, these are my best chances.
Facts.
And everybody playing around, I'm like, shit, all right.
Everybody out partying.
All right.
Nope,
Facts.
I'm home
30
learning how to cook all these meals. I'm learning how to prep, okay?
I love to hear that.
It's fun.
You have your candidate in mind?
Candidate.
Yeah, for like
Um,
a whole new world.
I'm just gonna plead the fifth because I don't want to
I like that. That was a good one.
disclose that.
No, fact. I know. I wanted a yes or no, but I like that.
Okay.
That was good.
Yes, of course, because he's in my head. Like, you know,
Facts.
I envision my husband.
Buddy on the rock, waiting.
How long would you wait for? Oh, my bad. I know we probably running out of time. How long would you forgot my question. How long would you wait for a guy to propose for you? Is there any specific amount of time, or it's like, all right, if he doesn't do it within 5 years, I'm moving on? Like, what's your time frame looking like?
I don't want to be a girlfriend for 5 years. I feel like at that point you don't know what you want. I think. Look, I've been in relationships. I've been a girlfriend for 3-4 years.
Facts.
So like, going 5 years, I feel like that's just too long. Like at that point, it's like, what are we doing? So I guess 4 years for me, that's a good mark. Anything under than that would kind of be a red flag, though. Like if it's only been 6 months and you're proposing to me, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And then this is my last question. So what's the youngest you would date, and what's the oldest?
Oh my God. Wait, why?
75.
Pastor Jenkins.
I have nothing to say about that because age is just a number. But I'm not saying I'm dating no youngin'. But
Facts.
age is just a number.
Okay, both ways.
I prefer older
Thank you,
men.
knowledge. Thank you.
Usually
Thank
that's
you.
usually how it goes.
You gotta
Okay.
pull out the answer.
Yeah.
Right?
So what's the all right?
I
What's
prefer older men.
okay?
What is older to you? Is that like a year older, 2 years older, 10?
Anybody over 23.
Okay, respect.
Makes
But
sense.
not no 90-year-old in a wheelchair.
What do you think? Like the 70s, 60s. Now I'm trying to see. I want to see the glass ceiling. Like, is it so 60s,
Okay,
50s?
Listen, this is the thing. If you are wrinkled,
You gotta look good for your 70s.
like I can't see myself laying down with.
She talking to God, right? She like, God.
She was imagining it.
God, give me this answer.
I'm gonna be honest. I
Pop
can't.
this Viagra real quick.
Yeah, I can't. I would go home. I would be really scared. I can't see myself laying with no grandpa.
Facts.
But like older men in general, though, like
More established.
it's more like they already know what they want.
Facts.
People my age and our age group, like they're still trying to figure themselves out, still growing. Like I don't have time for that because I know what I want.
Major facts on
That's
that.
why I say older men. But you know,
Makes sense. Okay.
yeah, I think that answered it. But like, I'm just trying not to, you know.
So we know it's not
This is
70s.
Nobody like,
This
whoa.
is me. I think
Not gonna lie, 70 is a little crazy though.
70 a
Like,
little crazy?
I would be kind of scared.
That makes sense though. It's usually like well, it makes the most sense to me like that. Like going like women getting like older guys because usually y'all mature faster. So, or we're still thinking about we're trying to get on some hoes. Y'all are starting to be like, yo, it's time for me to start settling down.
Yeah, it's backwards.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's very backwards.
facts. So I guess my last question to you would be: if you were stranded on an island, what's the 3 things you would take with you?
Stranded on an island?
Yep.
What would I take with me?
Well, what would you take with you? You can only have 3 things with you.
So, you know I'm a lawyer, so I gotta like break it down.
Nice.
So I'm on a boat, and I have 3 things with me on that boat. I get to the island, and those are the 3
Nope,
things.
you're
that
on
are
sand. You're on sand.
How
Nope.
did I get there?
You somehow got crash landed from a cruise ship that
Okay.
then got swept away by a big storm.
Actually, no, because then you go, I could use the cruise ship and get the stuff off the.
No,
so
no, the
I
cruise
know
ship
how
is
you're
gone.
thinking. I
Though.
know how you're thinking.
The cruise ship got swept away.
You're on an island full of sand, and there's nothing around you but palm trees, and you can only ask a genie for 3 things to have with you on the island.
This nigga ain't never
And
worded
you
a
can't
question like
teleport.
that before.
Okay, can't teleport.
Nah, you can't teleport.
I would ask my genie for everlasting water. 1.
Hold on. Sorry.
Wait.
That's why I didn't want to do the genie.
Damn, no. We gotta switch that up. We gotta switch that up.
So look. You were on the island. There's nothing around you. No genie. No nothing.
Okay.
But you can have 3 things. Whatever 3 things you want, it'll fall right out the sky like the magical conch shell
Okay.
from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
It'll fall
Yeah.
right out the sky,
Yeah.
and you'll be straight.
Okay.
What 3 things are you getting?
A plane,
Smooth.
a pilot book,
Smooth.
and a cow.
But no plane fuel.
Oh shit. Oh, excuse me. Stop.
My God, you have 2 days to live.
I said mine was a plane, a pilot, and plane fuel. It was pretty similar.
Okay.
What was the 3rd thing you said? A cow?
A cow, because I'm thinking about eating.
You gonna pull them on the plane too?
No, like, okay, because if I have a pilot book, it's going to take me time to learn how to fly. So I'm using the cow as food for however long it's going to take me to learn that. So if I have to kill the cow and eat it for like 2 weeks, then I have food.
Do you know how to milk a cow? Have you ever done it before?
I'm about to say,
It's not hard to learn. I'm pretty sure if I'm shit on
Just
the
curious.
island and I'm thirsty.
I'm gonna bite in that nipple. Something better come out. But
I
yeah.
should have asked for a milking book. No, but we really appreciate you coming here,
Thank you
vibing.
for having me.
There's definitely a good vibe. Where can the people find you at?
Follow me on Instagram at Colin Court. It's MCOLIN Court. You can find me on LinkedIn as well as my first and last name. And
Nonprofit?
my nonprofit too, but just email me, mcolincourt@gmail.com.
Perfect.
And once again, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I'm Knowledge.
I am SimbaTheSpeaker, a.k.a. the Nigerian Prince, a.k.a. Mr. Diggs.
And we have.
Queen Mel. Hey, y'all. Mwah. Once again.
And we're out.
And we out. Boom.